Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm comes from the Greek word en theos, which means inner God. You are you are in the being of inner God. You are in the contemplation of the inner God. You are in the meditative process. Enthusiasm is also termed as the invisible, the inward, and the intensity of being in something. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to U Talks. We are going to talk about enthusiasm as episode number 18 for how to perform under pressure. Earlier, we talked about the quote, the confidence, optimism, and tenacity, and this is the fourth enthusiasm, an important element of the coat of armor of how to perform under pressure. In 1998, when Ed Catmull, who was the co-founder of Pixar, a hardware company, they were struggling to find their next moment, and they won the Academy Awards in 1995 for the movie Toy Story, and they released Bugs Life, a very, very highly acclaimed movie in 1998. They were looking for their next moment. And they were also at a point of a very high pressure where they needed to give another blockbuster hit. What they did was, for the Toy Story 2, they were going for a direct-to-video release. The direct-to-video release movies have different budgets, they have different quality, and they were on the path of almost a disaster. The kind of work they have done so far, and they were the kind of work they're going to finish. If they would have released that, probably it would have been a disaster. So Ed Catmull recalls that it was the moment point where they decided to shelve off all the work they did till that time, and they were only left with 9 months to do the work. They didn't have the flexibility to change the dates of the movie release as it used to happen nowadays. In late 90s, if the movie date release is decided, then that's the final sacrosanct date. You can't change it. So they had only 9 months to do the work. And Ed Catmull recalls that they started working a very grueling experience, non-stop, days and night. He recalls one of the experience where two people who were married to each other, they were working on his team, and the father forgot the baby in the car during their working process, and the mother recalled that where is the baby, and they said that, oh, I left the baby in the car. So that was the kind of intensity of the work that people were even forgetting their babies, the kind of intensity of inner being they were all applied in the work. They were all working so hard into this, and this is the experience we all recall. The fact that this could all not been possible for any reason apart from enthusiasm. That's why you say that when you are operating in the long pressure moments, it's not a pressure of doing a speech. It's not the pressure of playing a sport, or it's not the pressure of clearing an examination. It's not the pressure of winning a deal, which is you are in the process only for a few days or few months. It is a long 9 months process where you are under the pressure of constant deadlines. The only way you can sustain, the only way you can come out as a winner is by enthusiasm. And if we look at enthusiasm more deeply, we get enthused by multiple processes. One of the important processes is you get enthusiasm by achieving your goals. You get enthusiasm when you're humanly attracted towards something. It could be opposite sex, it could be objects, it could be your new interest. So ultimately, how does the enthusiasm in a human being comes in is by two mechanisms. One is achieving your goals, or probably your attractions to different things. But in high pressure moments, why the enthusiasm is more important than even intelligence or even the personalities or even the substance of discussions is because enthusiasm is that energy which keeps you binded. It rubs off to other people as well. And the massive changes in the brain which happen to keep you focused on your goals, to keep you focused on your higher goals is the highest. And that's why the enthusiasm is a choice. Enthusiasm is driven by the power of purposes. Enthusiasm is driven by the power of dreams. And that's why the example of Pixar, which I just talked about, is a great example where the enthused team could achieve something impossible. And in these COVID times, ladies and gentlemen, we are all going through moments of stress, moments of anxieties, and this is not going to be a 1 month, 2 month, or 3 month process. It is lasting long. Already we are 5 to 6 months into the process, and probably a few more months will last into this. So how you are going to keep yourself on track, how you are going to perform under pressure of different circumstances is by that coat of the armor I described. Confidence, optimism, tenacity, and finally enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is the inner God. The word Greek word describes your intensity of being in something is the enthusiasm. I hope you enjoyed this session. A small one. Be enthusiastic. Keep your enthusiasm level high. Enjoy your week ahead. Thank you so much.